So what we're gonna do now is the hearing test. So I'm gonna strike the right and weather test. I'm gonna strike this, and I want you to tell me when you can no longer hear it. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Stop. 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 Stop.
So you're able to hear everything that's big, right? Okay, good. That looks perfect. So now I'm gonna, since I've conducted the hearing test, and I will go ahead and listen and look into your ears. I'm gonna check inside your ears, make sure it is clean, there's no cerebral impaction, and make sure that the ear canals are, you could hear better when you hear. Look into your ears. I don't see any infection. It looks clean. There's no infection involved, so I'm gonna go ahead. Clean. There's no infection. There is no ceremony. And everything looks fine. Okay. So while I've conducted all the hearing test. So what I'll go ahead and do now is I'm going to do the muzzle test. I'm going to have you open up your arms. And I want you to tell me if you feel any pain. I want you to move your hands forward. I want you to resist my hand. Any pain? No. So you're able, the muscles are strong, and she's able to conduct the cranial nerve 12. And can you help me shrug your shoulders so we make sure you're shrugging? So she's shrugging it up higher. Any pain involved while you're doing that? So there is no pain. She's able to extend her hands and also shrug her shoulders. So we're gonna go ahead and check the cranial nerves for test, just to make sure. I want you to tell me if you can test. I'm gonna put something in your tongue. I want you to tell me if you can test it. Okay? All right.
So,
okay, so you're able to test it, right? All right, while we're here, I need to check. I'm gonna check your tongue. I want you to stick out your tongue for me, all the way out, just so I can check the uvula. So I don't see no exudate. The uvula looks clean and intact. There's no exudate or deviate, okay? So I was able to complete using the tongue depressor. I was able to check her tongue, and she's able to tell me the sense of taste, and also she's able to complete the uvula looks clean. There's no exudate. There's no infection. So now I'm gonna go ahead and palpate all the lymph nodes around your face. Make sure that the node, you don't feel any pain. Okay. So I'm gonna start by the post-auricular. Do you feel any pain?
no.
I'm gonna go by pre-auricular, and I'm gonna go by the post-auricular, and then I'm gonna palpate your neck. Any pain?
No.
There's no pain involved?
No pain.
Good. And then I will go ahead and feel for your thyroid, okay? So I want you to swallow for me. I'm feeling nodules. The thyroid is intact, and then intact. So now I'm going to inspect the skin color. While I inspect the skin color, I want to make sure that your skin is clean. The skin is clean. You can see her hair is smooth and smoothly distributed. I don't see any sign of an infection. I don't see any pain, no nodules, no skin tags involved, and everything looks clean and intact. So while I'm doing this, I'm gonna go ahead and do check on your respiration. Okay, we're gonna do the respiration. I'm gonna start from the front, and then I'm gonna go all the way back. But before that, let's go ahead and listen to your heart. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I will go ahead and feel your heart. And I'm gonna feel your mitral. Just is on the fifth intercostal space. And I'm gonna listen to all points, which is the earth points. I'm gonna start by aorta, which is the S1. Make sure I can hear it, the rhythm is regular. And I'll go to the pulmonary, and I'll go to the tricuspid, and then we'll go to the mitral, okay? I'm trying to see if it's normal. I can hear the S1, S2, there's no irregularities in your heart or problems with the heart rhythm, okay? So let's start by listening to the aorta. And I'm gonna listen for full 1 minute. I'm gonna listen to the tricuspid. And I'm gonna listen to your mitral valve, which is located on the fifth intercostal space. Then the heart rhythm is in, I heard normal, there's no abnormality. I was able to hear the S1 and S2, and it looks intact. Okay, so now we're gonna complete the all the lung sounds. Okay, first I'm gonna look at your lungs by inspection. As I'm looking at it, I don't see any. You're not using no accessory muscles for your respiration. You're breathing well. Do you have any pains while you're breathing? No. Okay. Don't have any pains, which is good. So I'm gonna start by doing what we call tactile femoris from your back. So I'll place my hands on your back and I'll have you repeat 99, 99. Every time you see, I place my palms on your back. Okay? All right. So I'm gonna start all the way from the top. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. You repeat 99.
99.
You repeat 99.
99.
Okay. You repeat 99.
99.
You repeat 99.
99.
You repeat 99.
99.
Okay. So while listening to putting up the pulmonary, I don't feel there's no everything. It looks fine. I don't feel I don't hear any problems. Your lungs are regular. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and listen on the anterior side of your lungs. Okay. But first of all, I'm gonna listen to all lung side, and then I'll go to the back and listen. I want to hear all the three normal breath sounds: vesicular, brachio-vesicular, and the brachial sounds. Okay, all around your lungs. Okay. If you raise your hand, all the way straight up. Listen, okay, I didn't hear no crackles, no abnormal lung sounds. I didn't hear no wheezes. The lung sounds on the anterior side looks perfect. Okay. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on your back. Can you have like turn it a little so you can face the camera? Okay. And I don't see you using no accessory muscles. Okay. Let me go over here. Because the camera is way too hard. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and listen to the lung sounds on the posterior side, okay? Just to make sure there is no abnormalities, there's no wheezes, there's no crackles, you know, and yeah, all the three lungs, normal lung sounds are heard. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So the lung sounds look the lung sounds is normal. I didn't hear no crackles. I didn't hear no wheezes. There's no abnormalities on the lung sound. Okay, I was able to hear all three normal lung sounds. Okay, so now the next thing I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna try and do where we look for diaphragmatic excursion. I'm gonna have you take a deep breath by putting in my thumbs behind your back. I want you to take a deep breath. I want to make sure that my thumbs are able to expand the wall, okay? And just do one, all right? So I'm gonna have you take a deep breath. Okay. Looks normal, okay? So everything looks normal, and again, I'm gonna have to palpate, percuss your lungs, just to hear, you know, what I'm trying to percuss is make sure I can hear no dullness and resonant sound, okay? Hear both, alright? So I'm gonna start from the top and go all the way down, okay? This is the lung. So now that I'm still on the lungs, I'm gonna go ahead and already tap them with the fingers to see if there is no resonance and it's equal all over the lung field. I'm gonna go ahead and have her mark where there is the dullness changes to resonance and where the resonance changes to dullness. And I'm supposed to measure it, which I'll measure it, and it should be around 3 to 5 centimeters, okay? So what I'll do is I'm gonna have you, you're gonna take a deep breath, and I'm gonna have you hold it. So now I will go ahead and percuss to where there is a dullness, then I'll mark it, okay? And then I'll tell you to go ahead and breathe well. You breathe again, exhale, and you hold it, okay? So I'm gonna have you take a deep breath for me and hold it. So I'll mark here, take a deep breath out. Okay, I want to take a few breaths. Okay, now I want you to take a deep breath, exhale it out, and hold it. Okay, I'm gonna hold it. And it should be between 3 to 5 centimeters. So in this case, I'm looking at about 4 centimeters. Okay, so everything looks fine. And I'm gonna have you turn back. And now, can I have you lay down now? Okay. So we've listened to all the long sounds, and I'm gonna go ahead and still percuss the anterior side of your lungs, okay? Just to make sure there's resonance and